Once you grasp this truth that I'm about to tell you, it'll set you free from religion. It'll set you free from parents and moms and family and governments and police, everybody. It'll set you free. And it's simply this. You are divine. God has exploded in a Crab Nebulae explosion, and he has come and manifested himself as billions of people. And you're one of you, and so am I. When I look at you, I see God. When you look at me, you see God. That's why God's name is I am. I am God. It doesn't mean that me, God. It means I am. When you say I am God, you have to say, what is God's name? I am. What? I am God. Oh my God, then all the people, Christians run around, oh, I told you they think they're God. I don't think anything on the side. No, Jesus Christ said, the scripture says you are God, and the scripture cannot be broken. So he said it.
Yeah, like I'm not third album.
Peace, 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 family. How you all doing? I hope all is well with you. My name is Keisha. I'm the owner of Ascendant Astrology, and I am your astrology coach. Today, I'm going to be discussing weekly astrology for the 8th to the 14th, starting with Monday, which is the Aries total new moon solar eclipse. And so I did do a video on this. You can go back and watch that video to get more information on it. I did do horoscopes, which is on my IG page if you want to check that out. Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live. Family, I do appreciate you in advance. And so the moon will conjunct the North Node. This can be fateful events, so pay attention to what's going on for you at this time. Mars being the ruler of Aries always brings up stuff that's been kind of like deep down inside. And so this could show up as tantrums or strong emotional reactions, being combative, irritated, from like things that you're not processing or that you're not talking about or getting out. Whatever you're holding yourself back from, whatever you're doubting about yourself, and kind of letting fear run the show, whatever you're afraid of. This could be very anxious energy too. And because Chiron is highlighting that maybe we need to do some shadow work here and do some healing so that this new beginning can start, unfortunately, this can show up in kind of some of the lower expressions of Aries. And so it's important to like try to write things down or like do positive affirmations, or have somebody who you can talk to. Have compassion for yourself so that you can or just, yeah, I mean, really, it's just about having compassion for yourself so that you can have healthy relationships with others. I think the key is to stay hopeful. And the moon will also conjunct Mercury, which is sending in some kind of information around these themes. So you do really want to pay attention to what's going on, some kind of internal awareness. You can have an epiphany or dreams, or this intuitive feeling. It can even show up as hysteria from loss. There's no doubt in my mind that the news coming out around this time is going to be pretty intense and crazy. And so this could be like a lot of people on a public stage kind of act. Every time I think about stuff like this, I always think about the toilet paper situation from COVID, where people hear like something that might scare them, and then everybody goes and buys up all the toilet paper. It can be something like that. Um, but Mercury in Aries is also cutting words that can cut, hitting below the belt, um, threats. Um, it could also be actual cuts, burns, bruises, like stubbing a toe, um, or kind of hurting yourself while you're out walking, riding a bike, or doing some kind of exercise. This is definitely head injuries. Um, and there could be it could be happening in such a way that causes some kind of hysteria, from the possibility of losing something. Um, and so, pay attention if you're feeling like a little froggy, and catch yourself, being mindful, catch yourself in the act and challenge yourself to do something different. Um, if it's unavoidable, you know, at the very least, try to be strategic. Um, although I really don't see that being a possibility, but get grounded, you know. Aries is morning time, and so try waking up in the morning and stretching or doing some kind of yoga or meditation. Wake up a little earlier so that you're fully awake and you're not kind of like somebody who rolls out of bed, gets up and has to get dressed type of thing. That might be a little bit more helpful. This is more so about learning how to be proactive instead of reactive. So preparing the night before so that you're not doing this kind of loosey-goosey running around, because those can be the types of things that leave room for error, or that can leave you more susceptible to this energy of, having to find yourself in situations where it might be a little confrontational. And so essentially, what this is asking us to do is to be proactive instead of reactive, because the reaction might be instant karma for some folks. And so, again, whether it's happening or it's not happening, it's just about being aware of it and trying your best to prepare to prevent any of those things from happening. I do think that we'll be feeling this energy quite intensely, or they'll just be playing out over the next 2 weeks. And then because of the Mercury retrograde, it's going to prolong it some more, until the 15th or 14th of May. And really, because most people say the eclipse lasts for 4 minutes, so each minute equates to a year. And so, you know, um, this really will be playing out for a longer period of time. Um, but I mean, it's just being aware, be mindful. And then Tuesday, the moon moves into Taurus. Taurus is a little bit more grounded, it's less rambunctious than Aries energy. Um, it's more calm and peaceful. However, it's square Pluto. And so I see this as whatever's happening, whether anything's happening physically, it could be internally that people are still a little emotionally on edge, and a little and a bit of an intense paranoid kind of state. Really overthinking, overanalyzing, um, and things of that nature. Really not trusting anybody or anyone. Uh, and it could be like worrying about, who you can trust, what to trust. And really it could be screwing up any decisions that you may be trying to make. Although I wouldn't be making any decisions, I wouldn't even be manifesting at this time. There are some like herbs and things that you can try to help to help calm the energy. Um, um, And you can write like a letter to yourself. Aries is about the self, to your future self, on whatever's happening for you at this time and kind of how you would like to deal with that moving forward. And you can kind of look at those things on the 17th of this month and really do some manifesting. Or really at the Taurus new moon that we're going to have might even be a better time to manifest for this energy. But I mean, essentially, I think emotionally, we're not going to be in a state to manifest, but more so about getting centered, balanced, and grounded is going to be a bigger focus. Um, so yeah, um, this could also be about money, resources. This could be a good time to reflect on those things, um, paying some bills, or paying down debt, and really just getting organized financially. Because Pluto's in Aquarius, this could also be checking in on your friends to see how they are doing, or there's going to be some discord with friends. Um, this could also be letting go and releasing um, friends. Um, it could be because they owe you money or they promised you something and didn't show up. So people not being reliable. Um, it could be a circle of friends that's kind of helping you through this time. Um, or yeah, yeah, I think that's about it. Could be something that you're watching on the internet. I have to search through and watch a lot of the memes to like post content, but sometimes that should be funny as fuck. Um, that's the way my sisters communicate with me a lot of the times is they'll send me like posts that are mad funny. That can be healing in some kind of way and bring some kind of comfort or uplift your energy in some kind of way. So if you're into that type of thing, that could be something that could help. Um, yeah. And then the moon will sextile Mars and Venus. Um, so later in the day, things will really start to calm down and stabilize. But Mercury is retrograde, so it's still confusing, disorienting, and there could be a lot of miscommunication. Um, so I wouldn't be trying to do too much. Reflecting is probably going to be the best option for folks to do, or just doing some internal, deep emotional introspection. Obviously, you can talk to a counselor, get a tarot reading or an astrology reading. Um, mm, Venus is in Aries. Yeah, the self-care, positive affirmations. Mars is still in Pisces. This could be like listening to some meditation music, um, or like getting some kind of past life regression reading, or doing Reiki. That's another thing. Or sleeping, relaxing, um, baths with some kind of like scents or smells with Taurus. Um, Again, Taurus rules earthy things, so this could be like healthy foods, um, comfort foods. Um, mm, Singing bowls, especially with Mars, it can help break up the negative energy to do the bowls. Um, Pluto and Aquarius is also sound vibration, so the dong, that stuff might be really, actually really helpful at this time. Um, yeah. So having a plan for that could be really helpful at this time. Um, and then Wednesday, um, the moon in Taurus, you know, unfortunately, we're expecting the Jupiter conjunct Uranus on the 20th. And even though it's not the 20th yet, we've been in this energy for quite some time now. And so there could be more earthquakes. I did talk about that in that video. If you haven't seen it, I'd check it out. Um, and so that goes back to the hysteria of something that's happening or some kind of announcement. Or again, it's about being prepared. Um, Aries is like the hunter, right? And so what little things did you learn when you were like a scout or something like that? What do you know about being in the woods and things of that nature? And so this is like, if you know there's going to be another earthquake, instead of freaking out, I mean, have your emotional experience, right? People have the right to freak out. We are human at the end of the day. Have your moment, but then do something about it. So get flashlights, candles, water, um, and whatever else you could do some research on, things that you might need or could need during a possible disaster. Um, you know, kind of buying some canned goods and things of that nature. Um, we could hear about shortages in food with Jupiter. This could be issues with food coming in and being stopped from coming in. So, shortage of food, finance issues. We've been talking about that in the banks and all that other stuff. Really, in any kind of resources. This could also be like secret attacks to a leader. Um, um, I just feel like the news is going to be super big and super exaggerated. And these are fear tactics, and I do think it's being done intentionally. So I wouldn't even watch the news, to be honest with you, but do what you will. And then the moon will conjunct Uranus, which can be just a sudden shift of your emotions. Or your emotions can be very up and down, or again, shaky, anxious, paranoid, suspicious, um, um, not really knowing who the hell to believe or what to believe. Um, hmm. This could be stuff about electricity prices rising or losing things. Something that can cause some kind of block in your daily routines, like losing your glasses, your keys, um, forgetting your wallet, um, internet problems, and maybe your lights do go out, right? And it just kind of slows up your regular routine or blocks your routine in some kind of way from you doing what you normally would have to do, or slows it down or delays something. And so this could be car problems, traffic, traffic lights going up that are causing problems. I mean, it could be all kinds of things, but some kind of blockage could be coming up, people running late, um, you know, um, this could also be an indication of whatever new thing you're starting at this time is going to take a lot of work to get things done. Um, And so, again, preparedness is going to be probably your best bet here, or wrapping up any old projects, or they could be finalizing and completing as well. It doesn't necessarily have to result in something bad or negative. It could be that you're just finalizing a plan, and it's probably best to take this time to rest and check in with your family, do something fun, celebrate yourself, do your self-care before you just jump into something else. Um, Another thing is that we could be really reflecting on our actions have consequences. And so we could be kind of realizing that we can't just blow up on people. And so there could be a lot of apologies, making peace, um, people wanting to resolve problems, thinking outside the box and being creative and more supportive and compassionate towards um, people and situations going on. Um, it could be stuff like that. Um, yeah. And then Thursday is the Mars Saturn conjunction in Pisces. And so again, with the sneaky suspicious, um, kind of not trusting people, don't know who to trust, the second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, letting fear kind of control your decisions, feeling loss or lack, being a victim. This could be some kind of mental illness or breakdown, or illness like sickness, like health issues, health wise. Um, um, Again, something that can kind of cause some kind of delay to your new start. And so I think health and wellness are probably going to be your best options right now, instead of even focusing on new. Maybe you can visualize and imagine, again, writing yourself a future letter, or thinking about how you want to move forward in your future would probably be better to think it, write it down, plan, process, heal, rest, retreat, um, might be better options than anything else. But yeah, probably not the best time to be planning anything new during this time. It's just the energy is so unpredictable and kind of just not supportive for new stuff. Um, yeah. Um, so you really, 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 really want to pay attention to the signs and symbols, what's coming up in your emotions, and addressing them as they come up, planning for them as they come up. Like, how do I want to deal with this? Why is this coming up for me? Um, those might be better options. Doing some walking, running, any kind of exercise or stretching, maybe even going for a little drive. Oh, I miss doing that. That used to be my happy place. I used to drive up to Maine every now and again. Bar Harbor. I don't know what it is about that place, but that little small island is like the shiz nickels and dimes for me. Um, it's just so peaceful up there. It's very, very, very relaxing. Um, and the drive was really what it was for me. That little 5 hour drive was just like, right, it just hit the spot. I hated coming back, but it was nice going up there. And so maybe going to a drive somewhere, uh, even a body of water with Pisces, being around water, um, doing water magic or water healing techniques, could be really healing for people at this time. And then the moon moves into Gemini and it's going to trine Pluto. So again, Gemini is connected to Mercury. Mercury is currently retrograde. And so this is a positive aspect. Um, but with the Mars Saturn conjunction taking place, it just feels bigger, more intense. So this could be Mercury, Gemini, information, communication, sign, symbol, synchronicities, dreams, coming in off the wazoo, left, right, back, forth, propaganda, fear tactics, gossip, news, journalists, you know, anything to do with the media, writers, um, kind of going wonky right now. Social media might be off the hook. Um, you might change platforms or change how you move when it comes to being on social media, using apps or anything like that. There could be scams around this or news or information on certain apps that aren't as trustworthy as maybe we might have thought. Um, this could be car problems, learning about some kind of um, possible disruptions with cars that aren't as safe. Maybe your car could be having some issues. Um, Again, this could be a big pile up. Um, um, yeah. Um, this could be communication with friends, siblings, any kind of news or notices coming from like training programs or vocational programs, children's education. Good Lord, I hope there's nothing going on in another freaking elementary school or schools in general. Um, um, yeah. This could be about some kind of political group or social group, social events, investments for sure is probably going to be a really big topic. But again, this could just be bills, debt. Maybe you get a notice that is kind of unexpected, comes out of nowhere. Um, and this could also be that our beliefs are going to change from whatever this information is that's coming in, where we're kind of asking ourselves, what do we believe in? And what can we change about that? What are our beliefs? There could even be layoffs with journalists, writers, and media, um, or in any one of those themes. Could be some more layoffs. So yeah, could be something with education too, or the education system. They could be talking about cutting benefits, not benefits, grants or funding to education. I do think I heard something about that. Um, yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't even care. It could be transportation. the whole entire transportation, system needing some kind of transformation. Um, so they're cutting services or something, like something crazy. It could just be something real crazy. Um, yeah. And then Friday, um, the moon will square Mars and Saturn. So again, some kind of traffic issues, um, feeling like it's hard to communicate, or weather issues that's causing some kind of blocking your daily routine and things that you have to do on a regular basis. And then the moon's going to sextile Mercury. And so, again, as bad as it all might seem, whether it happens now or later down the line, the point is that you can get things done if you take initiative. And so, again, having your flashlights and preparedness, alternate ways to communicate and travel, you'll be fine. Um, and that's kind of what to keep in mind. And then Saturday, the moon will square Neptune. And so again, difficult time relating emotionally, wanting to be by yourself and reflecting, getting some sleep and rest and doing self-care. This is absolutely a day to kind of daydream off into La La Land or watch some TV, some movies, and just relax, put your feet up. Because anything you're doing, you might be able to do well, but you might lose stuff, forget stuff, um, be a little disoriented in and out, daydreaming, a little lackadaisical, or just feeling really down and depressed, sad, um, and just at a loss, like nothing's really working. Why should I try anyways? Um, or just sick and not feeling well and needing to rest and relax to get well. Drink lots of water and some herbs. Might just, even if you're not sick, I'd probably just do it anyway. Boost up your immune system. Um, you know, um, so the moon will be in Cancer. So yeah, taking care of home, family, nurturing the children. Could be children that are sick. Um, or a parent. Um, or this could be like cleansing, decluttering your home, um, clearing things out that you don't need, letting go, releasing anything could be really helpful. Um, doing a sage run to clear out any negative energy. Um, yeah, maybe even traveling, going somewhere to get away, or planning it, uh, might be a good thing. And then Sunday, the moon will square Venus. And so this is feeling like, well, how do we relate to others? Do I even want to relate to others? Again, feeling lost and confused. Um, Everything's just kind of emotionally a little up in the air with that energy, but um again, it's just about self-care. I think it's just a natural time to release and let go. And then the moon will square the nodes and it'll trine Saturn and Mars. So these are again fateful events. Stay focused on what you want and need, and you will be successful. It's just going to feel a little dreary. slow, sad, depressing, um, or sleepy, you know. I say make some good finger food, get some movies, and veg out. Eat some good food and movie. You can never go wrong with that energy. Because Taurus is all up and through this week. Even if it's not the Taurus energy, it was the degrees of Taurus was all through this week. And so Taurus wants peace and calmness and good food. Do it. Celebrate. Take care of yourself and fill your belly. Go to sleep, wake up, and do it all over again. Count your money, stack your paper. Get your resources in order and be great. But yeah, as usual, family, if you want your weekly reading specific to you and your birth chart, you can send me an email with your date of birth, time of birth, and location of birth. You will get a weekly reading every week, a week in advance. And yeah, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. As usual, family, I love and appreciate you. I hope you found this information helpful. Peace.